Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright.
Hare Krishna,
Sun,
Hare
sun,
Krishna,
sun,
Hare Hare,
sun, 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 sun.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
It's alright.
Hare Krishna.
Here comes the sun.
Hare Krishna,
It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe 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 Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hey there, Krishna, Gauranga. She's ready to dance today. We got to dance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Gauranga. Welcome everybody Glad you can all come here today with Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radha Krishna, Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, Radhe, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Radhe, Krishna, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Govinda. Krishna, Govinda. Krishna, Govinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Radha Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna. All right. Get your beat bags out. Let's chant a little bit.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Ram, Ram, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hari 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 Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama Rama Rama, Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hari 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 Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hari 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 Rama, Hari Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari
Rama
Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna.
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare Rama.
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare.
Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Krishna.
Radha, 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 Radhe,
Hare Rama.
Radhe, Radhe,
Rama
Radhe, Radhe, Radha, 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 Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna, Radha, Radha, Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radha,
Rama Rama Hare
Radha, Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Radhe, Radhe, Radha, 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 Radha,
Krishna,
Radha, Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radha,
Rama
Radha,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Radha, 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 Radha,
Krishna.
Radha, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Rama Rama.
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Rama Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Hare.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare. Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare, Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hmm.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama.
Hare Rama, 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 Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Hare. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Gaura Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Guru Bhakta Vrida.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Wow, there's so much happiness in this chanting of this name, the names of God, man, Krishna in his most personal form. What a great treasure. Yeah, yeah. To be able to, yeah, I know music. You can hear it. Yeah, yeah. To be able to live in this life and to be able to chant and experience the happiness of being with the transcendental Lord via his name, as his name. That's salvation. That's liberation. All the scriptures teach that even. They teach you're saved by the name of God. But being saved, are you really saved? Do you feel it? Do you feel that relationship? See, it's spiritual feeling. See, this is what people don't know. It's not about just chanting, dry chanting. It's awakening that feeling, and that the best way is again, it's always back to the same thing: sadhu sangha, with those who chant the holy names, with relationship, with transcendental relationship. That's guru, man. There's no other there's no other qualification other than the Lord is your friend now, your best friend, and your purifier, your inspirer. You inspire him, he inspires you. You dance together, the rasa dance. People don't know what is Vaishnava, what is important in life. What is the ultimate goal of life is love of Krishna. How many times we've heard that, but do we realize that? Have you realized that? Is loving that name? If you don't love that name to the point of tears and ecstatic symptoms in manifesting in your body, then you're not guru. You're not a spiritual master. Spiritual master means you deliver your disciples. You deliver Krishna to them, see, so that they can experience what you experience. Otherwise, this is a big scam that's going on here in Maya. What is this? Everybody is making a big show of devotional service without any real devotional service. Just external devotional service. What is that? This is why you see the preaching of Prabodhananda the Saraswati Thakura. People think I'm offensive for preaching like him. Poo-pooing everything, Varnashram Dharma, and all. To hell with your Varnashram Dharma. How dare you say it? Well, he said it. Why can't I say it? Why shouldn't I say it? Why must I say that? That's when love of God was here and promoted and glorified and manifested and shown. It must be done again on the approval of Prabhupada, too. That's why, you ain't going to get me to shut up about this. Prabhupada wants it. I don't care that you little baby, you little neophyte gurus. Neophyte gurus. I can't help it that you're so stupid, dumb. You don't know what the goal of life is. You haven't manifested the goal of life. You've taken all these disciples. You can't even deliver one. You don't even know what is the standard of spiritual master. You have to speculate on some stupid checklist. Yeah. Standard is chant Hare Krishna with great ecstatic devotion. Otherwise you're one of these guys. Stupid, donkey, less intelligent. Where's your intelligence? See? That's why you got to come to the devotees and have your intelligence revived. No matter what they are, no matter what they wear, can you recognize who has the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Isn't that the bottom line there, Dean? Huh? Who has the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Just seeing if you're awake. Watch out, I may call on you at any time. The music is on. Is it still on? No, it's
No,
not.
no, no, no. Tom wrote it before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's time for logic and clarity, isn't it? Isn't it nice? The you got to be with devotees who chant the holy name. So because it's like a window washer, it washes away their illusions, their murkiness, their darkness, their blindness, so they can see clearly. And you need to hear from those people so you can see clearly. That's the spiritual master is Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in person. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy. If you have tears and the choking and everything, the Lord has given you that mercy. And you cultivate that. And then you get more and more clear, more and more happy, more and more free, more and more purified. See? More, and then people listen to you, and they're like listening to some, like they're like a clear understanding of things as they are. What do you think Prabhupada was so clear for? He was clear, he was intelligent, and it's Bhakti Siddhanta too, because they chanted the holy name like Bhagavad Gita 10:10. And I can't see one of these gurus in ISKCON or anywhere else that do that manifest that ability. That mercy, that the mercy of the Lord is, the hand of the Lord is upon them. People don't know how to judge. How do I know whose hand of God is upon that person? That mercy. They don't know how to judge that. The gurus don't know how to judge it. That means they don't know their position by taking guru and deliverer of their disciples. They don't know their position. They're not clear, therefore their disciples are not clear about it. But we must get clear. Isn't that amazing? Can you imagine being blind and trying to find your way home? That's what people are doing now. Because ecstatic love, which is the light of the world, the light of the devotee's path, is their love for God. The world is lacking that. Therefore, they don't know where they're going. They're going this way and that way. In religion, in ISKCON, and all these groups, they're going this way and that way. Well, Prabhupada said, do Varnashram, do the morning program, and just, kind of just be be programmed with the program. They can't even think, like, well, where is this leading to? Is there a higher level of understanding Krishna consciousness? They must come to the devotees who are clear about that, who can understand the books, because they worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. The Lord gives them the understanding, the intelligence, the real transcendental knowledge. Only they know, nobody else. I mean, do you want to find your way back home? Or do you want to just make a big show of something? Make a big show of devotional service, like they did the same thing 550 years ago. That's why you hear that. Oh, those who don't understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, who do not experience the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See, chapter 8 of Adi Leela, who don't believe in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See, that was the preaching. I just repeat the same thing. You people, you Vaishnavas, you ISKCON devotees and Narayan Raj and Radhakund, you do not believe in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, because the proof is you don't come here, you don't appreciate it, you don't praise it like we do. See? Therefore, you don't understand the mercy. I don't care how big a show any of you gurus are giving for the world. You don't understand why Lord Chaitanya came here. You are not a recipient of that amazing grace that allows you to chant the holy name like him and Nityananda, and they're real followers. You're not real followers. You cannot prove you're real followers, but the devotees here do. You cannot be any more, certain about where you're going when you come here. You are certainly where Krishna is today. You are certainly in Vrindavan. You're certainly performing pure devotional service, or with people engaging in pure-hearted devotional service. There's so much certainty here. See? And people are following uncertain paths, doubtful paths. There's no doubt. You come here and you listen. There ain't anything better you've heard here in this world from any path, from any Buddhas, from the Dalai Lama, from Eckhart Tolle, from Jayapataka, from any of these guys. You ain't heard anything better than that, but you got to come and hear here to find out. Otherwise, you're a lazy bastard. See? Lazy bastard son. You know what bastard son is? You're not a real son of God. These gurus are not real sons of a real spiritual master and the son of the Lord. You got to prove you're a real son. Where's your authority, man? Where's your ecstasy? Where's your conclusive understanding of the essence of all truth? Where? Nowhere to be seen. See? Time to wake up, man. Come on, you donkeys. You know what donkeys, how you get them moving? Gotta get moving. You gotta move. Smack them with the truth. Yeah? Throw some cold water on them. Truth is like that. It's like cold water. Otherwise, people are just, they're just playing games in this world, wasting their time. You know what? Idolatry. Idolatry just simply means idol. You ever see, I said this all the time. It's really amazing analogy. If you have a car, you have gears. If your car is in idle, you don't go anywhere. You just rev the engine up. That's what they're doing in devotional service. Put the car in gear. You gurus, you followers of the gurus, put the car in gear. We don't know how to do it. We don't want to hear how to drive the car. We just go, we make a big show. Look at, we're doing devotional service. They ain't going nowhere, man. They're making like a big, see, we're really moving, man. And the car's sitting there. And only Gohari sees it. Your car's not moving. No, it's moving. Just visualize. Here, just imagine you're a gopi, man, like Cole and Johan, imagine you're a gopi. He's going to Vrindavan and Cole. And they're all like that. They're all imagining they're engaging in pure devotional service, and they're big gurus with big titles and big deities and big temples, everything but big bhakti. No, that's nowhere to be seen. Then they think the big deities and the big temples and the big money, they like that. Money's the honey for them, and the big respect they get from their foolish little neophyte followers. They think the big in all those external things is it. No big bhakti. No, that's not important. No, don't look at the big bhakti here that's in the Sangha getting bigger every day. Don't look at the devotees getting more and more attached to Krishna's name and pastimes and philosophy and understanding. No, just stay blind, man. Stay blind followers and blind leaders, like Jesus said. Don't come over here where we open your blind eyes. Yeah. Don't. This is too serious, man. No, go play your little games of being some big guru and a follower, a promoter of a person who's as neophyte as you are. Look at the wives of the Brahmins. The why in 10th canto, see, we teach 10th canto here. We teach the real path. The real path is 10th canto in person, man. Devotee Bhagavat, and who lives the 10th canto And you can live the 10th canto. You can be wiser than your friggin' gurus out there. They were. You know what wisdom was? These stupid gurus, these puja addicts, these renunciation buffs. These intoxicated with the false ego, like there's something great. These kinds of people are like those Brahmins there who had wives, and the wives were better than them, the simple little wives, simply for one reason. Those Brahmins didn't go to the ecstatic cowherd boys. Those ecstatic personalities are here in this Sangha. See? Those types are here, and they didn't go like they don't go. But those simple wives who went, they went to the cowherd boys and associated with those cowherd boys, did some service, heard from them, attained the love of Krishna very easily. And these Brahmins didn't, because they didn't believe in the cowherd boys. They didn't believe in their ecstasy. They're looking, boy, they're not dressed very nice. They're in forest attire. See, we dress really nice. Isn't that the way it is in the world? That's why religion in the world ain't much different, because they have the same mentality. You got to be, if you're a guru, you got to better be a nice sannyasi, good-looking sannyas with good-looking clothes. Good. You got to have the duds, man, and you have to have the rubber stamps from these GBC clerks, these guys that are nothing, nothing but paper pushers. They're your authorities. Just like our authorities, they want us to believe in these stupid politicians. They show they are the stupidest, selfish bastards you've ever seen in the world. And they want us to worship them. And these gurus ain't much different. Selfish, big false egos. They want me to respect bullshit? I don't respect bullshitters. I don't respect liars. I don't respect deceivers. You do? Go for it, man, and get the fuck out of here. You want to believe in liars and cheaters and deceivers? Yeah, go ahead. Believe in the devil. That's the devil, man. That's called Maya. That's called Shiva, who's bewildering everybody in this world. Don't come here. Well, we'll just tell you the truth. Don't worship bullshit artists. Don't worship liars and cheaters and thieves who steal your money and your time and your energy and don't deliver you. You show me one person any of these gurus delivered. Show me even one, and you can't, because there ain't one. You cannot deliver people being in Maya and serving illusions and deceptions. All you can do is make a big show for fools like you. See, the blind lead the blind. Didn't Jesus say that? Well, I'll just repeat it. The blind there in all of these Vaishnava groups are blind people. They cannot prove they can see. They cannot awaken one person. Look, we awaken people here who sincerely believe in the truth, and Krishna sees their heart and then gives them attachment to Krishna and faith in Krishna, faith in Guru, and faith in real Vaishnavas. You think that's correct? Faith in liars and cheaters and deceivers who put on the cloth to be worshipped. And you're doing that. That's sick, man. That's insane. Do you call me insane? You're crazy, man. You're insane to do that. They are not worshipable. None of them. Stop playing games. If you can. Yeah. You want to be delivered? You got to hear a message like this. We have to cut you free, cut you from these ties. How do you cut people? You got to see things as they are. A lot of people, they're afraid. What are you saying against those? What guru, man? What the hell are they? They're a piece of friggin' straw. It's like you're worshiping this stupid pen. It's got no life. Maya's got no real life. And you're worshiping that as got life. That's your weakness. That's why Goharidas chants in ecstasy and makes devotees who chant in ecstasy, and they can't produce one person. They can't even produce themselves to prove that they have the mercy of the holy name of Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya and Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada. See the impact of this. You got to have a good show, man. Got to be intense. Are you eating your popcorn like? How can you say that? I don't know. I'm amazed myself. Those people don't want to lose their jobs. Exactly. They're more attached to their job, man. Yeah. The job they had to get by hook or crook. You think they got it honestly? No, they got it dishonestly. They got it by lying, speculating, and deceiving others. So you're building hey, you devotees there in ISKCON, come on, is there anybody sincere? Anybody that Krishna gives a little intelligence to? How can your devotional service be built on such a foundation of lies and deceptions and tricks? How can it be? What Jesus said, these guys are hirelings. When Maya gets intense, they run away from you. And they've done this over and over again. They run away. Because they don't have the strength. You get, even as a disciple, you cannot conquer this Maya. You cannot make it here unless you get the spirit. Because Maya will just bowl you over on your own. You know, if you that's why here the whole point is to get the spiritual awakening deeply. Although Maya bowls you away. That's why you don't come in the door. See, Johan, hey, Johan, you're watching this? Listen up. Johan, you didn't go through the door. You weren't sincere. You know, you didn't go through the door. See, therefore you're thrown out of the kingdom. You never were in the kingdom because you got to go in the door. You know, it's not about, you know, it's who you are and what you are. That's what you are. You're faithless. You're faithful. You don't have faith in a real guru, and you don't have any understanding because of that. You didn't go through the door. That's why you're thrown out. You're outside there, right? And what are your friends? Your friends are the hypocrites who are the same thing. Madhusudan didn't go through the door, did he? No, he's never said, no, no, he would give me a knife in the back sometimes, whenever he could. He's the guy. A lot of times I give classes and I see this anger thing, anger icon. I go and look. I said, who's angry? Always him. Always him. Angry about what I'm saying, but wouldn't say it openly, right? But pushes the button. See, that's these guys. Look at Shamaguri. That's his association. A kind of woman was not really in touch, and we always want to get rid of it. Like, God, man, she's always given problems. See, you want to be that kind of association? That's insincerity. I'll never leave. You know, she, like Shamaguri, I'll never leave. I'll never leave. She left again and again and again and again. You know why? The whole thing, unless you go in the door sincerely and have a bona fide guru, and you actually listen to them sincerely and honestly like this, that's the result. You won't have the power to overcome Putana. That's a representative of the Putana obstacle, the hypocrisy. You cannot get over the hypocrisy until in some life he's got to do this. She's got to do this. Madhusudana has got to do this. Otherwise, they'll never get over the hypocrisy. It's a great lesson for us. Here. It's the same thing. Everybody is in the same boat. These gurus and their followers, they cannot get over the hypocrisy of being a putana. Putana, a servant of putana. Putana obstacle is being a false representative, a false resident Vrindavan. See? This is what Cole had the same thing. I'm a gopi. I'm a gopi. You're a false representative Vrindavan, and you didn't listen to your guru that you claimed to be devoted to. See? Matter of fact, you got very angry and against him and his wife. Remember? Ooh, how dare you chastise my husband? My husband is a gopi. I don't even know if she knows what a gopi is, but you know. Yeah, you see, this is the only way. This is why this is the narrow gate. If the Lord provides a real spiritual master and you learn from them and you become a friend, well, first a disciple and a friend, then you can understand these confidential things, otherwise not. So this is just a message to the serious out there. I mean, do you really want Krishna? Are you ready to be like the wives of the Brahmins? Have you studied Srimad Bhagavatam 2 hours a day and got something out of it like this? I mean, does this awaken you out there that, oh yeah, I see, come to the ecstatic devotees and these Brahmin bullshitters who have no attraction to the transcendental devotees. They should be left behind for their benefit. See, that's why we leave the Johans and the Coles behind and the Madhusudans. We leave them behind for their benefit so that they will eventually learn. They're drowning. Can you imagine if you let them into the association, then we drown with them, or some of us would. Or we go over to that camp, oh yeah, they're drowning, then we drown too. Do you see why you need a real spiritual master who is empowered by the real Lord to protect everything, to clarify everything? And the obstacles, how are we going to stay in Vrindavan or go to Vrindavan if the putanas derail us and the donkey demons, these stupid name and famers drinking this donkey urine, acting as gurus? They're only just drinking donkey urine and giving you donkey urine to drink. You know, name and famers. You know, they don't understand that Raghunath Das said, stop drinking the donkey urine. Name and frame. You got to learn how to worship Krishna for the goal of life, love of Godhead, ecstatic love. Listen to the teachings here of Lord Chaitanya. We teach these principles. They're very simple if you develop faith in hearing these truths. Very simple. Okay, we are so fortunate to live in a time when we can take your words and voice sound vibration with us. Yeah, we are. It's important. In Christianity, they don't know what is a gopi. Yeah. I am eternally grateful to Lalita Ganga for leading me through the door. And for you, dear Guru, overwhelming me every day with beautiful preachings. This is my most precious possession in my life. See, there you go. Look, that's the example, like Fanny. You see, the appreciation, gratefulness comes because you're not looking for this name and fame and self-importance or wanting to be loved. You're too busy, taking the mercy and loving God and being happy with that and learning and listening attentively. See, this is why the Lord is, pleases his devotees. He gives you so much mercy and anybody else like you. That's your example. That's your preaching. You want to preach? You're in a better position than these gurus who do all kinds of austerities and all kinds of, if they even do that. Say if there was one that did it. Austerities and renunciations and morning programs and all of this. Just because you're favorable to where God is really working in his transcendental potency here, you get all the benefits that they can't get This is the teaching. It's always been the teaching. Why did Jesus say, those who believe in me, all their sins are forgiven? And the Pharisees were trying to get their sins gone by doing their rules, rituals, and fastings to get rid of their sins, and all these other things to do it. And Jesus said, all you have to do is believe in me, and then all your sins will be forgiven. Believe in my truth. Believe in that word. See? The same thing here. Believe in this word. Believe. If I say believe in this guy or Haridas, what am I saying? I'm just saying believe in this preaching. Believe that the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here. See it here. See it manifest. That's all. Hear attentively. Follow these instructions. Hear attentively. Come regularly. See? And all your sins will be forgiven. How do you know? Well, you'll believe in Krishna. You'll have faith in Krishna. You'll feel Krishna. You'll feel a relationship with Krishna. You'll be attracted to hearing talks like this. You'll like to taste the nectar in Bhagavad Gita. The verses in the Bhagavatam, in the Chaitanya Leela. You will like to relish them. Tears will come to your eyes because of love, real salvation, real purification. And this will go on forever. Forever and ever and ever. It's the fairy tale that is true. The others are just fairy tales for fairies, cowards. See, with you, Guru Maharaj, Lalita, Govinda, victory. There you go. See, this guy knows. You can't understand that unless you get the mercy of the Lord and Guru. See, Guru preaches the truth, and you listen attentively. You get that, and the Lord shows you from inside. That's how it works. He doesn't show them. He doesn't show these gurus where he's actually working, does he? He keeps it a secret from them. Why? They can't follow the path like Rajesh. He's a disciple and a friend of Guru. They're not. That's the path. Therefore, they can't understand these mysteries. They're just in external devotional service, teaching rules, regulations, and austerities, and laying burdens on people they can't take off. Here, the word takes it off. You listen to this word carefully. You'll feel raised in consciousness. You'll understand what you didn't understand before. The mysteries of bhakti were revealed simply because you have faith in a real spiritual master and are become the friend of such a guru. Just like Lord is looking for friends, and he looks for friends as the spiritual master. Okay? And that's how it works. And you don't find such a spiritual master, which is a rare occurrence nowadays, then you don't get into the kingdom. They're the door. Always been the door, always will be the door. And then you become the shepherd of the sheep through the door. You become the door in that way for people. The disciple and a sincere guru. A sincere disciple and the real sincere guru, of course. That's how you get in. You need both. See, the disciple shows the example. The guru also preaches the truth. See, and you say, yeah, I come over here because it really works, man. This is what God is doing in my life. You gotta witness. The sincere witness means you're actually getting something. Your life is changing and transforming, and it's like burpee. You just say, oh yeah, this is what's happening, and you want to share. It's nice to share, with your brothers and sisters. Yeah, and then people think, really, you got that? Other people, what? A lot of people, they say, well, they're saying the opposite about Goharidas. But that's these envious people. Of course they're going to see, they're saying, but what are you saying? How are you counteracting? I mean, if you have any sincere realizations here and understanding, and your life is changing and everything, yeah, they're going to continue saying, and people will believe them because you guys are not saying nothing. and you're reaping something and reaping rewards and all that and keeping it for yourself. And you know what will happen? Well, okay, you get a righteous reward, but you know what the Lord says? It's what the Christians say, which is very right. Yeah. Oh, you become righteous hearing from God's servant in this world, his true servants. You feel very righteous, but confession as unto salvation. You will feel. That's why I told Freddie, get up there and do some classes so you can be saved. You know what saved is? That ecstatic potency that you feel sometimes will arise, and that's your Savior, and not your knowledge, man. It's that ecstasy that will will give you deeper intelligence. It'll hone that intelligence. You have too much faith in that knowledge and not enough in this ecstatic devotion. So confession for you is unto your being saved and anybody else like you. Otherwise, you're just kind of a righteous guy and gal. You open your mouth if God is working inside you, and then you'll see the exciting experience of being alive and preaching the truth in this world. Okay? You got to cultivate the spirit when you get it. Otherwise, it just sits there. You think that Krishna likes that? Yeah, he wants to grow up. Hell, you got to feed him, right? Isn't that the way it is? You got to feed that baby, man. Sometimes you got to get up there and confess a little bit. Step out of your comfort zones. You want to overcome your false egos? Yeah, well, hey, don't let the false ego get in the way of what you know and what you need to do. Don't this shyness. Oh, I'm too shy. I'm too shy. I can't do this. I'm too shy. Oh, yeah, the shyness is Maya, is illusion. You'll never get over it. You just got to step over it on the order of Guru. You got the order now. Anybody out there? If God is doing inside, you're feeling it, you're changing, transforming, get up there and witness, because there are plenty of people witnessing that Gauri Das is full of shit. You want that to go on? Well, unless you guys get up and get off your cans and say something, that'll go on. And there'll just be a small group. Do you see how it works? They get up there and witness the lie. The false is called false witness. Gauri, you see, he's got a small group. He's not really bona fide in all of this, and everybody just kind of just sit there. And they go on more and more. Why? Why do they go on like? Because I continue to preach. Of course they're going to do that. Don't you want to assist a mission? Get some choppers and spades, and let's give this Maya a haircut. Cut some of this jungle growth off. Otherwise, what makes you any better than these ISKCON devotees? They sit there, put a picture up. You see the picture? You want to be like that? Or you want to be a warrior? Be a warrior on the order of the parampara. Lord Chaitanya taught us. He said, those who are in Bharat Varsa should work for the welfare of mankind. They were born there. Yeah, can't you take the words of Lord Chaitanya? Seriously? Work for a lot of you guys are on friggin' welfare, man. So work for the salvation of the world. If you're on welfare and you're sitting around, get off your asses and work for the welfare of all by witnessing. If God is, you can only do that if God is in there working, if you're really changing and transforming. Do a Facebook Live, write some stuff up there. Preach your truth. What is your truth? What are you here for? Yeah. Okay. was I? Did I start anything? No, I didn't start anything, did I?
Well, you start marvelous preaching, Guru Maharaj. Brum, 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 brum. And it starts riding.
There is an underlying culture of fear in ISKCON, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And with love of God, there's no real fear. That's you gotta. If there's any fear, you just gotta confront it a little bit. That's it. Jesus pushed his disciples to preach. He did. He got them out. He said, "You guys go out there two by two, and go and preach to people about the kingdom. You're benefiting. Okay, go share the benefit with your brothers and sisters." So you guys, it's just easier. You don't have to go door to door even. Show that you're better than you're at least as good as the Jehovah's Witnesses. Don't you notice they go door to door, right, and meet people and preach the message? Well, and we're all getting to that point, right? This is a better message than the Jehovah's Witness, and they're out there witnessing. you know. So here you can do it in the comfort of home. You can go on Facebook and stuff and write things. And then you can practice taking some spears, the tomatoes, if they hurt a little bit. If a tomato hurts, it's just you're gonna get stronger. The more after a while you just feel they're just squishy. Not very, strong. Just Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Okay, Lalita, read chapter 8 in Adi Lila. First verse.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. The author receives the orders of Krishna and Guru. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivas, Rigora Bhaktavrinda. I offer my respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose desire I have become like a dancing dog, suddenly taken to the writing of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, although I am a fool. Thank you, Krishna.
See, all devotees have the same mood. If those are reveling in how great they are, all that's false ego. No, by the mercy, he knew he was a recipient of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and therefore he could do it. He had the mercy of the Vaishnavas. He had the order of the Vaishnavas. He had the mercy of the deity to write the books. See, it's the same thing. This preaching is the same. I had the mercy of Prabhupada and the mercy of Krishna, manifested. Okay? And as giving the what do you call the sanction for this preaching of Chaitanya Lila. Nobody else is doing this like this, because they can't do this. They really need the real mercy. They need the real mercy of the parampara and of Krishna. It has to be like that, and otherwise you cannot teach such confidential things. You have to be an ecstatic devotee first of all. Otherwise, the Lord can't use you. That's why you see when the ecstatic love of Madhavendra Puri awakened and matured. Then the Lord came in the dream and said, now, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to deliver the world. See? Bring choppers and spades. See, the next thing. And he got the help of the community, like getting the help of the community here is let's get some choppers and spades and uncover the deity. It's in the jungle. There's a lot of jungle growth. That's what we're doing now. This knowledge uncovers the jungle growth around the deity. The deity is all covered with weeds in the dark, the jungle, can't see properly and all that. So the devotee's got to come and chop the misconceptions, right? Isn't that what we're doing? Hey, wait, that's not Gurudev. That's not the proper conception. No, that's no, that's not the goal of life. The goal of life is not Varnashram Dharma. Okay, that was okay for a start. No, it's love of God. See, chopping away, love of God, love of Krishna. Oh, no. Be in the association of the more advanced ecstatic devotees who have these qualities. See, choppers and spades, the mowing down the misconceptions and the less intelligent ideas. See, speculating on the speculations on what is the real path, what is the essence, where is it going? See, we got to chop down these illusions. They need help. As I say, once you get it, you witness a little bit, you go out and share, like this. And this is uncovering the deity. Deity is in everybody. It's just covered. See, and some will be, like they come here and all of this, and we can chop down the obstacles that are in the way, the putanas and all that stuff. Okay? But if you're not sincere, this is the advanced course. If you're like Johann or some of these four others, and others came before that, they're not real sincere disciples. They don't come for that. They come to take and to steal this bhakti without following the proper path taught by the guru. Okay? Therefore, it doesn't work. They're caught in the obstacle. See, that's that verse in Bhagavad Gita. Those who fall away from the real path, they fall back into the cycle of birth and death. How can they get beyond Putana? Isn't she a demon? Isn't she in this material world? She can't get out. She's stuck here, and her servants are stuck here. He's serving Putana. He's acting as a resident in Vrindavan, but he's not. Lalita, see this in what he does. Oh, Lalita and Vishaka very dear to me. That ain't real. He's bullshitting himself, and he's bullshitted us enough here. See, because Krishna said, okay, it's enough. Good. We'll use it for a teaching. Hopefully he'll learn. Otherwise, he's stuck here serving Putana. She can't leave this material universe. But Govinda can, and Lalita can, because they don't believe in Putana. They don't believe in the false representatives of Vrindavan. See, you don't believe in the donkey demon. See, the donkey demon, these gurus, their followers, they're caught by the donkey demon. See, the donkey demon is name and fame. It makes you stupid. It makes you intoxicated by material false prestige and all of that stuff. It makes you unqualified for bhakti. So they're caught up in the donkey demon as well as Putana. See, how are they going to go back to Godhead caught up with this? They can't preach like this because you gotta take all risks for Krishna to preach like this. You gotta not fear for your body, or not fear that your false prestige, some prestige, you'll lose your prestige, because you cussed, or you see all these things that are done here. What do you think? They're by chance? No. It's good. Can you imagine any of these gurus, would they ever openly say a cuss word? they'll lose their followers because they don't have any real power. It's all built on props. They're all propped up like a doll, you know, like a scarecrow propped up. I'm here, you're the scarecrow. I'm going to scare my disciples. Oh, 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 don't offend your guru. Oh, you give me your money. You give me all your time and energy. Ooh, I'll scare them into fear. See? Fear. I'll speculate. Ooh, here's the Bhagavatam. Always worship your guru, man. Look at the checklist. Look at the checklist. That's your qualification of a guru, and follow that. Otherwise, you're an offender. Don't question anything. Ooh, we're so smart. Yeah, yeah. See, and you go in fear. See, you know what fear is? Lack of understanding, lack of real transcendental knowledge. That's why fear. People worship in fear. That's why even Christians still worship in fear. Lack of transcendental knowledge. Why would you worship in fear when you know the Lord? His word is God. They don't even understand. Many of them don't understand even the Bible verse, the book, chapter 1 of the book of John. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was, is, and always will be God. See, and if you have the Word, right, you have the deep Word, you have the deep revelation of the real devotees, where's the fear going to be? You know God, you know his tricks, you know Maya, you don't believe in Maya, you don't believe in bogus gurus. Yeah. Why should you be in fear? It's only like if I'm like this, Jayapataka, Radhanath, I don't want to offend these pure devotees. Oh, yeah? Well, because I have knowledge, I know they're not pure devotees. I know they're not realized souls. They don't show the simple. I'm teaching you guys that. Why would you be in fear too if you have knowledge? Many of them may have knowledge that they're not really qualified. But they keep doing it because they're addicted to name and fame. They're addicted to being worshiped. They're addicted to being important. They're addicted to being loved, but not any real love there. It's all false, pretentious. They're addicted, intoxicated by the material, subtle body, wanting to be important. False prestige is called. See? The way the devotee preaches the truth, and they don't get false prestige because the false pretenders and the prestige guys won't listen to them. See? And they don't believe in them. And I don't want them. I don't want them around. See? But the ones that get real prestige by preaching the conclusive truth for connoisseurs, and the connoisseurs come and appreciate. Isn't that better to have a few connoisseurs here who are on the same page, who are pleased to hear the truth, than people that come? Even in our sangha, there's some that go, well, your class was really, yeah, your class was, yeah. I'm thinking, what's the problem, man? It was beautiful. But you triggered me, see, that's well, anyway, if you can stick it out, you'll get purified. Yeah, hear more of the classes, get more triggered, get it all out, man, until you can be part of the devotees where Srimad Bhagavatam is greatly pleasing to hear in a society of devotees. The truth, no matter how hard it is, it's soft. It's like a pillow for devotees if you're a real devotee. That's why everything comes up here, If there's something non-devotional inside, this preaching will bring it up, won't it? The big problem, offense, when you come here and don't want to leave that old master on the one seat of your heart. Yeah. Okay, go ahead there, Lilita, read on.
Yeah. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Gaura Sundara. I also offer my respectful obeisances unto Nityananda Prabhu, who is always very joyful. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Advaita Acharya, who is very merciful, and also to that great personality.
Yeah, how can we? Yeah, Nityananda is always joyful. This is a beautiful verse, a beautiful what do you call concept of devotees. He's always joyful. Do you want to live like that? But you got to transcend the modes of nature to live like that. Otherwise, you're happy and distressed, happy and distressed. You oscillate. People jerk you around, make you happy, and then they make you distressed. See? And that's the problem. That's why people are in the cycle of birth and death. That's why if you want to be always joyful, that means you have to associate with devotees who have faith in Nityananda. And some people might counter, oh, yeah, we have faith in Nityananda, these gurus and their followers. Well, we have faith in Nityananda. Yeah, we have faith in Nityananda. Oh, do you really? No, that's hypocrisy. You don't really have faith in Nityananda, because if you did, you would understand the truth. You would preach the real truth. If you had faith in Nityananda, you would say, only have faith in those who are always joyful and blissed out and ecstatic devotees. Don't have faith in those who are ordinary persons acting like gurus and masters and politicians and dressed for success, and they're looking for the high seats, and they want prestige, and they want to be worshiped, and they want to be acknowledged, and they want your money. No! Don't follow that path. And that they all do. They kiss each other's ass so they can stay in the position. Don't they? The group, they said, well, don't preach like this because we have to have the same story. And they will not. They will follow that because they have no scruples. They're sellouts. You know how many people sell out in this world, man? That's what the devil is. They sell out. They get tempted. Oh yeah, here, I'll give you disciples. Just trick your way into being a guru. Oh yeah, lie. Speculate on what Prabhupada said. Yeah. Tell them all that. Just tell them. Tell them all a lie that Prabhupada wanted you to be worshipped. Tell them that lie, and they did, and you're worshiping that dog shit. What it is, donkey urine, dog shit, and you're worshiping that, and you wonder why you're not ecstatic like devotees here. You wonder, huh? That's why. That's the truth, man. See, the chopper and spade. I'm gonna get an axe and hold it up. Look for an axe. I'm going to hold my axe up. Parashuram is resurrected, man. Coming for the fake Brahmins and sannyasis. We're out for blood now. Blood of illusion, man. Make her bleed. She bleeds, man. These gurus bleed. They're no better than you. The only personality important is one is empowered by the transcendental potency. That's what we teach here. That's what Prabhupada knew. Okay? That's why he said, how dare these people appoint an acharya based on some mundane thing that he memorized all the verses that Anantama. This was not the intention of my Guru Dev. See, Prabhupada only promoted the worship of acharyas. See, they're not following, they're false followers. You promoting the worship of mundane gurus, you're false followers. You're not a real follower of the acharyas. Wasn't the acharya Let's name the real spiritual masters. Huh? How about Bhakti Vinod? Was he a real spiritual master? Yes or no? How about Bhakti Siddhanta? A real spiritual master? Yes and no. Didn't they have the symptoms of being acharyas? How about Srila Prabhupada? Symptoms of being a real charya. How about Jaipataka? I don't think so. How about Radhanath? I know so. No, no, no. Our line is a line of acharyas. If you're not an acharya, you're not in the real line or the parampara. It's like saying, Krishna could be bogus and Arjuna can be a bogus disciple, and our parampara goes on. No. That's why Krishna said, no, during the course of time, the parampara was broken by speculators and these austerity buffs, though don't know the transcendental potency and how it works in this world and through who it works in this world, and the power of it to actually deliver people, like it says, being a deliverer. And acharya is a deliverer of Krishna. Because they're delivered, they can deliver you. You cannot give a piece of bread to somebody else if you don't have a piece of bread. You can't give this kind of food, which is transcendental bread, if you don't have the transcendental bread. That's parampara, giving the real bread of life. Go ahead there, read on there, Lolita. Okay, what is this here? Drummond says, is it acceptable for a bona fide guru and spiritual master and disciple to engage in consensual intercourse if they both claim to be transcendental to sex? What is this thing? Where are you getting that? By the way, okay, you want an idea? Okay, sex is, I've taught this so much. If it's consensual, of course, and you got to just know the difference between the body and the spirit. Not mix them up. Sahaja and tantric stuff and all this stuff is they want to make sex spiritual. No, sex is sex. See? Sex is sex. It's for procreation. If you want to have a little fun at it, maybe you're, because you got a body, that is what it is. But the real qualification is, do you know what is spiritual? Do you know what is the spirit? And is the spirit living in you? Because if a lot of people say, well, you see, the scriptures say if you have sex or you have a girlfriend and you have sex, the scriptures say it's like Bhagavad Gita. See, that's all passive. The bottom line is, hey, is Krishna living in you? Does he like you? Does he like your association? Is he giving you transcendental mercy? Is he showing himself to you? That's the main thing. You may, because we're in this world and who knows how long, maybe you're living things out. That is back burner stuff. The main thing is, can you see where God is working? Is he working in somebody? See? And like Prabhupada, he was working in him, and he had a little snuff. He was attached to snuff, tobacco, He brought it with him everywhere he went. Every night, a little bit. Kept him up, like a cup of coffee. There's so many of these things in the world. But, they teach it's about being sannyas, don't they? It's like, oh, you got to control this. And so you have so many hypocrites out there. A lot of them. I remember this one guru, man, in ISKCON. Sannyasi. I remember they caught him, they caught him watching porn movies he had a motorhome, watching porn movies. And it was no big deal. But the guy didn't even know Krishna, and so they go and they got to do this sannyas thing and act like they're renounced. Better find somebody that knows Krishna. That's the main thing. And all these things, it's like also like Bhaktivinoda tried to teach this thing because he also was up against, he was eating meat and writing Vaishnava books. Is that okay to do there, Andromeda? Is it okay for him to eat meat, fish and chicken and mutton, animals that were killed, and also write Vaishnava books? Is that okay? Well, it's okay because God was actually in him in spite of his habit of eating meat, which he said at that time he liked to do. He said, I enjoyed it very much. And he's writing Vaishnava books that are still read today. And so Bhaktivinoda tried to teach people, but he knew they're all neophytes, and they're all usually going after the pretenders who pretend to control their genitals. Do you think Tamal Krishna was a real Goswami? Goswami means your control of your senses. You think any of these guys are in full control of their senses, or are they just bullshitting you and just using the title? See? So that's not the real path. Never was. See, Bhaktivinoda said, the pure devotees are like the Ganges. If you go in the Ganges, sometimes you see stool and garbage floating in there. Does it make that Ganges any less purifying spiritually? Or is that just a material thing? You just move the stuff away and take your bath. That's a devotee. See? Devotee is, they might have things floating in them. Look at Lord Shiva, man. He's smoking pot sometimes. He goes to crematoriums. He has sex. He does all these things. But is he polluted? No, because he knows the difference. He knows the difference between the material and the spiritual. That's the main thing. And that's why people can't come here. Most people are into the bullshitters. They're into the pretenders who are pretending to be sannyasis, pretending to be Goswamis, pretending to be pure devotees, pretending they ain't got the spiritual potency. We prove the spiritual potency is here and in force. Yeah. Thank God that Bhaktivinoda ate meat. You know why? To humble these pretenders, these pretentious bullshit artists who think, well, let me put a dhoti on, like these politicians put a suit on. They're pieces of shit, most of them right now. Pieces of crap, full of material motives. And a lot of these gurus do this. They put on their dhotis and their sannyas attire to become spiritual masters and deliverers and take obeisances and worship. That's what I look for. Listen up, you fools out there, you guys in ISKCON. Are you worshiping somebody like that? Are you worshiping somebody and giving them all your time and energy and worship and praises? And they're not prema bhaktas? Well, that's your foolishness. Don't come here because I'll just tell you the straight up truth, man. That's bullshit, man. That ain't logical. That's an illusion. That ain't the standard of the Bhagavatam. Did you see Maharaj Parikshit listening to a bullshit artist like that? Or was he listening to a real devotee like Shukadev Goswami? What about Bali Maharaj? Did he listen to a bullshit guru like you? This guy was 10 times better than you, 100 times better than you guys. He could raise the dead. Which one, Radhanath? Which dead person can you raise? He gave him up like stool to serve a pure devotee. You don't like hearing that? Well, that's Bhagavatam. Of course you don't like to hear the Bhagavatam, Radhanath, and all that, because you don't know the Bhagavatam. You guys haven't even started the Bhagavatam. You got to be like Lalita and Govinda to start the Bhagavatam, start hearing it, because they hear this truth and they like it. See, puts a smile on her face. See? All you guys would do is frown from anger and hatred because you're contaminated. Yeah. Drinking too much of that. Take another drink. It's funny they use it. Raghunath used that concept, donkey urine. Why did he do that? Why is it donkey urine, not some other kind of urine? Donkey urine, because donkeys are stupid. You got to be stupid if you claim to come to God. You got to be stupid to try to be better, bigger, better, more than your brothers. That is so friggin' material. You come to God for God, right? Isn't that the idea? But if you come to be guru, that is, and that's, I'm trying to, you followers of that, you're coming to people who come to God to be guru. And you're probably, a lot of you've been fooled, because I know some of you out there in ISKCON and Gaudiya Manasa, you came to the Krishna conscious movement to get God. And instead you got Guru who came to God to be Guru. No wonder you're not ecstatic like us. No wonder you're not intelligent like Govinda and Lalita. No wonder you're stupid like Johan or Madhusudana. Gore. Who's that? That's Shama Gori. We know what's on her mind. Look at the dancing leg of Johan. Ooh, I bet he's still wearing shorts. Without without any underwear. I know it. How is he going to keep his followers? He's got to give them dangle something in front of them, some carrot. Got to dangle the carrot.
A carrot. A carrot for the junkies.
Oh God, Krishna, Krishna, Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Don't blame me. Somebody told me about that, so I just don't want to let it go. I want to ride this one as much as I can. I got to milk this one really good. Krishna gives me these ideas every day how to milk that one more. There you go, Johan. I know you're watching this. Give you some material some food for thought. Maya is doing her job too good. Of the population is still an illusion. Even here, she took disciples away. She is ferocious in killing the bhakti. Oh, well, most of them are not real disciples, Christina's not a real disciple. Govind, what's that? Johan's not a real disciple. You see what is a real disciple, right? They're not hypocrites. I mean, we got to do real here. You see why there's so much at stake here. You got to do real. Because how else can we worship God in ecstasy? That's why Lord Chaitanya had people dragged out that were not sincerely there, as followers and as his friends. Otherwise, you can't have this ecstatic worship going. Pretty. Yeah, for the donkey listeners, right? I don't know. Maybe Johan's double jointed. Okay. All right. Go ahead there. Read on, Lalita.
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Advaitacharya, who is very merciful, and also to that great personality, Gadadhara Pandita, the learned schooler. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Srivasa Thakura and all the other devotees of the Lord. I fell down to offer them respect. I worship their lotus feet.
Yeah, devotion is transcendental. Devotion is truly spiritual. And if you don't really have that, you're not spiritual. You're not a real devotee.
No,
And devotion is the highest thing that it's even very rare that you can get it by austerity. Some people like Dhruva, he got something. But it's so rare to get it by any other path but by the path of devotion. And if you don't have it, what's your only one alternative to get it? If you can't get it through renunciation and through austerities and through regulative devotion and regulative bhakti and regulative this and regulative that and through Eckhart Tolle and through pious deeds and everything, what's the only alternative to get devotion? If you don't have it awakened and you can't awaken it, it's practically impossible to do it by any path, especially in this Kali Yuga. What is the one alternative? Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. And it is not by any of those paths that you can get Krishna Vrindavan and devotion to Krishna Vrindavan. It's only through the devotees who chant the holy names in great ecstatic devotion. Do you see why you need to be a sincere follower, a real disciple and friend to get this? Is it so hard to understand? Do you have laser focus, laser eyes yet? Anybody? Because that's it. That is the only way. You don't come through that door, you don't get the kingdom of Vrindavan. It's pretty simple, isn't it? 1,000 of these gurus without devotion, and I haven't seen one I say that shows the signs and symptoms of real devotion and a real associate of Lord Chaitanya. You can go through 1,000 of these gurus and never get devotion. So this message is for those who want that. If you don't want devotion and you're coming to Krishna consciousness for something else other than devotion, well, first of all, you'll never get God following any other path but the devotees who have that gift of pure prema devotion. They're the only ones that'll get you into Vrindavan. No one else. No, you can have 1,000 radhanas, but without devotion, which I haven't even seen a pinch of it in that guy or any of these gurus, not a pinch of it, will get you in there. You can get thousands because it's quality, not quantity. All you need is one real recipient of Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace. See? This is the place here. This is where you're going to get it. And then you get into the kingdom so easily. Otherwise, you're following blind leaders, bumping into walls, going this way and that way, putting on shows, working your ass off to make pandals and build big temples and big deities and spend all your money and all that time and all your energy. And then you die and take another friggin' birth. You cannot enter the kingdom of Vrindavan, which is the true kingdom, without that kind of bhav, that kind of ecstatic love for the name. See, no bullshit goes around here. Yeah, let's see you chant Radhanath or Jaipataka in ecstasy, and let's hear your realizations to make sure you're not a Johannes bullshit thrower. You see him, see, this devotion, and then he comes up with all this speculation and doesn't even have sincere faith in the guru. You think that's the real path? You think that's the real bhakti? No, it's called Putana. She's a good bullshitter. This is actually Satya Yuga here. I got some good news for you, Rajiv, and everybody else. This is better, much better than Satya Yuga. Much better. Because what you get here, they're doing to get what you get here so easily. They couldn't even get what you get here so easily. They would get some kind of bhakti after doing thousands of years of austerities because they lived a long time. If you don't live no thousands of years, but we get better than what they could get. They got some love after the difficult austerity, and God knows what they did, but we get better here because of Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace, which is truly, truly, truly here. Can you hear me, Maya? You hear me? How many times do I got to smack this illusion and smack this blindness you're putting over the eyes of everybody except us? Much better. Satya Yuga's mode of goodness. People doing austerities and renunciations and all that to attain. That was the recommended way. But in this special Kali Yuga, which comes once every 4,320,000,000 years, or 27 Divya Yugas on the 28th. And a Divya Yuga is the rotation of Satya to Kali to Satya to Kali 27 times. And then Krishna comes with his devotees. And then Lord Chaitanya comes with his devotees. And then that's it for 27 Divya Yugas, or 4,320,000,000 solar years. So you better get on board now, my friends. Anybody got some greed? Anybody see the fire that's lit under their ass? Buttocks? What an opportunity. And the Lord ain't making it so hard. They just come here regularly. He says, you guys go hard. He's a fool. He likes to play with a little crypto stuff and do this and do that and ride the motorcycle and, but he comes regularly. I'll give him a good dose every day and make him just very happy and make me happy. You can't, if you're not good with that, with a God so merciful like that you don't have to be like Lord Chaitanya day and night, and some of these devotees like Haridas doing all these laps. If you're not good with that, you just take your friggin' shot and die or something, man. You're not good with that kind of mercy, get the fuck off this planet. Because that's what's happening, isn't it? You're going to get rid of, you don't want the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Get out of here, man. Here you go. Get you inspired here. Bill Gates, you'll go, Bill Gates. Oh, he's such my friend. Let me take 3 or 4 or 5 more of them. Where's my mask? Where's my mask? People getting them up to here now. They're really afraid because it might get in their eye, through their eyes, the virus. You see the mask? I commented yesterday, look at that, Lolita. They got it way up like this. And they're squinting, almost covering their eyes. They're so afraid. Billy Boy Gates said, we're going to die if we breathe the fresh air. And we believe the TV. Television is our God. He's our big brother, man. We listen to Big Brother. You notice in that movie, George Orwell, 1984, the Big Brother was a TV screen. So Big Brother would be transmitting messages over the TV. See, he knew back then. That was a long time ago. That was made in 1964 or some earlier, maybe. Yeah. They knew it was coming. He was on his deathbed, he had tuberculosis. He did one last interview, and he said all about this, that the tyranny was coming, and the boot would be on the neck of everybody. And then the lady said, well, what should we do? And he looked at the camera deeply and he said, don't let it happen. See, don't let, and that's what people are trying. They're trying not to let it happen on their own. But we have knowledge. See, we have the histories of how the Lord works again and again. The only thing that's going to save us, and this is very good that this is happening. This is extremely important, because many will be saved here, because they got to be saved by the grace of God. Some will get it through being Christians. That's something. See? But those are very fortunate if you get it here through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, because we get full ecstasy, ever increasing, ever fresh, and full on knowledge, ever increasing, ever fresh. Full on, man. Yeah, this is because Lord Chaitanya is our master, our Lord and master, that Nimai Pandit. See? The son of Mother Sachi. See? You get it very easily in full doses. We take the full dose, no micro doses. No microdosing here, full dose of the medicine. Yeah. So anyway, those will be saved who fall back on God, and they'll do it in different, like could be American Indians, and they believe in the Great Spirit. The Lord will help them. You could be an Alcoholics Anonymous. They believe in the higher power. The Lord will help them. See, you're making closer because you're believing in that higher power beyond your own false friggin' egos. See, you can't depend on speculations. You can't depend on your own power you got by disciplines and all that stuff. You got to get the grace. And the best place is through the devotees who have Lord Chaitanya's grace. And that's here, the only place I've seen in this world. And I've been around. If you're looking for Lord Chaitanya's grace, this is where it is. We'll prove it. You stay here regularly, unless you're so weakened by Maya and you just come as a tourist. Or you come to say, Lita, you're not supposed to show any ecstasy. Yeah. Narayan Maharaj said, never show any ecstasy. You're an offender. How do I block this guy here? She said, let me figure out how to block this guy. She learns from her teacher. We don't need this guy. Drag him out of this place, man. Go ahead, read some more.
Okay. One who does not accept the glory. Oh no, sorry. By remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man can become a poet. A lame man can cross mountains, and a blind man can see the stars in the sky.
So, that is such a perfect verse, man, for the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya. See, you can be a dumb man. That's why don't try to impress God by how many austerities or impress. Really, what you want to do is impress others. You see me? Oh man, look how many austerities I'm doing, or I'm pretending to do. Look at me, I'm really strong. Look at me, I'm really smart. Look at me. Look at false ego you. No, I'm not interested in looking except that using you for preaching material. To identify what is bullshit, what is lies, what is deceptions, what is not the real thing. It's the mercy of the Lord. Dumb men, you see, don't I preach like the verse? Don't the people here preach like the verse? Doesn't Govinda preach like the verse? You got to be it, man. You got to be the verse where people say, go Hari, why aren't you trying to defend how great you are? How great I am? I'm a fool, man. I'm a dumb idiot. But because of the mercy of the Lord, I can dance like Fred Astaire. I can fly like Superman. I can leap tall buildings with a single bounds because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. I can speak words like thunder because of the grace of the lion, like Lord Chaitanya. Rah! Rah! Where's his face? Come on, we need a haircut. Rah! Go ahead, Lalita, read on. The next verse is great too.
The education cultivated by so-called learned scholars who do not believe these
Acharya Dave. Acharya Dave's education. Yeah, like him.
who do not believe these statements
See,
of
they don't believe that's the education. They just go ahead, finish it. Sorry, I'm a spoiler alert. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
who do not
I'll hold
believe
on.
these statements of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's like the tumultuous, get ready, Guru Maharaj, the tumultuous croaking of frogs.
Yes. They don't believe in the mercy here. You know, aren't we the verse, man? That mercy of Lord Chaitanya is right here in front of everybody's face. Yeah, you don't believe in an Acharya Dave. You're a tumultuous, croaking frog. Oh, that's too personal. I thought this was a personal philosophy. Daksha had a name, right? Charya Dev has a name. Shiva has a name. Why don't we name living? This is a living book here. We are living books. Yeah, man. Do you want to change your position? You want to be a tumultuous, croaking frog? Because you don't believe in the amazing grace here at Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place, and we're recipients. You think you got to be important and all that. You're no better than your disciples. You got no ecstasy. They got no ecstasy. I don't think that's anything big. What do you got? A little Sanskrit knowledge and a little paper degree from a college? What is that? We got a degree. The real degree is degree of devotion. We can show you what that looks like. Every day we come here and our Lord blesses us with his transcendental association. What about you? Are you ready to stop being a tumultuous, croaking frog? Goes for all of you guys. If you don't believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva, how do you know believing in the mercy of Panchatattva? You got to see it demonstrated. You got to see a place where that mercy's flowing in 2023, not back then. What good is that now? You got to see it flowing again. If the mercy is there, and it is here, that grace is here. We show it, we demonstrate, we preach its glories and everything. And what do we get? Tumultuous, croaking frogs coming against that mercy. Well, anyway, that's okay because I pointed out Acharya Dev, Radhanath, Narayan Raj Group, Radhakund Babaji's, my ex-wife, Mahavirya, you're croaking frogs. Are you ready to croak? You know, Christina, Johan, Cole, how many others left here too? Because they're tumultuous, croaking frogs and not believing in the magnanimous, magnificent, munificent mercy of Lord Chaitanya flowing through our veins into the world. Thanks. It's practical philosophy. It's personal. And thank you very much for your service there, Acharya Dev. Thank you. You fit in a nice groove there. You want to get out of that groove? You want to get into the groove? Or you want to get out of that groove? See, that word's like the F word, the groove. You want to be groovy. This is groovy. This is in the groove. So come out of that groove. Oh yeah, you're not the English language. All right, well you'll learn like Lalita's learned. Okay, one more verse.
Okay. One who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva, but still makes a show of devotional service. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah, what is this? I even before the verses are spoken, I've been preaching about this for a couple of days, or actually longer. It makes a show. Didn't the whole thing this morning? I didn't know I was going to read that, but that's the truth. It's always this. It's what the devotees see. They're making a big show of doing big pandals and make big temples, big deities. Big. They want big donations, big this, big that, everything but big bhakti. See the tumultuous. You want the mercy of Lord Chaitanya so you can have big bhakti, man, and that bhakti gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can become more and more intelligent, ever fresh. See, and people can take shelter of your word because it's clear, it's true, it's genuine, it's logical. It shows you a reasonable God, an intelligent God. Eh? This is the this is how it is. You got, and so anyway, this message for those who are really looking for the Lord. Stop looking for the Lord where those who are looking to be guru. That's not the place to find the Lord. It's my duty to work for the welfare of others and to preach the truth. Somebody will hear. People are already hearing. Whoever takes this preaching seriously, you'll very easily find the kingdom of Vrindavan. It will find you, actually, because it has found you if you take this preaching seriously. I want to be showered with many mercy and blessings from the Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, yeah, and you are and will be. It depends on your faith, how your faith, when it becomes real, solid, and true. No, the Lord will see your heart and you will be showered with all mercy. You're already, just to be here and to have some faith developing is amazing because it's not easy, actually. It's easy, but not for the false ego. The false ego is always going to misdirect you. These people under the influence of the false ego want to misdirect you. So you got to hold on to the truth. You have to stay in the circle strongly because your own mind will misdirect you from the truth, as well as the minds of others in illusion, until you get more heart awakened. See, more feeling for this relationship, and you become truly married to the Lord, and then you become chaste and not going running after Maya and believing in her bullshit and her lies. Yeah, I mean, this is, you stick it out, and you'll be a recipient. You'll be an example of the mercy of the Lord. It's like Jesus said, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few." So we're increasing that number here, and as people get purified and are empowered by this transcendental potency to do great things because the Lord will be working through you. He'll be speaking through you. But you got to also give the Lord a chance to do that. You got to, you know. Actually, I've seen this in Christianity. Sometimes people they don't. If they would just get up and be present, and the Lord will continue working through them. One guy, he always wanted to dance, and for years he wouldn't dance because he was always, oh, they did. Boy, I wish I could dance and all this stuff. And one time, this preacher just pushed him out. Start dancing, and he did, and the Lord took over. Man, he was just waiting for him to get in action. Yeah, the same thing. I do that every day. I come here. I don't know what am I going to say? What am I going to do? I just come here, get in action, man. Start chanting. Pick up the verses, and the Lord kicks in. He's got to, the flute has to be willing to be played. Yeah. See, the flute is not a dead thing, is it? See, it's in its eternal relationship with the Lord. The Lord wants to play, and yeah, do you want to play? It's like, you have a playmate, you go to them, hey, let's play together. And the playmate might say, no, I don't want to play today. So there's no playing, right? The Lord likes to play with his devotees or play through his devotees, play as his devotees. Okay? So we got to agree, right? The Lord wants to play with you. He wants to play with you on Facebook Live to be his witnesses. You want to play with the Lord? You want to let him play you? You want to play him? See, you play his tune. Yeah. Okay, let's take a break here. Time for some fruit and pancakes, maybe. I got no bread. That's good. Something different. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. Or waffles. Ah, Krishna.